What's up, guys? It's your boy here at Undead Nation, and I'm going to be bringing you a combo tutorial for the Salamangreats. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. Alright, so this is our hand right here. We have our gazelle, our fowl, our strike, our circle, and we have a hand trap. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to start out with playing our circle. And we're going to use our circle to get to our hand, our Salamangreat spinny, just to start things off, to get our field up and running. So we're going to pull spinny to hand off a circle. Then after we get the spinny to hand, we're going to go ahead and send that off to the graveyard. Then we're going to normal summon our spinny, which then allows us to pop off our normal summon of our fowl, because when you normal summon or special summon a Salamangreat monster, you can special summon your fowl from your hand. Then we're going to link off our circle, our spinny, into our Balinks, and then we're going to use our Balinks effect to get our Sanctuary to hand, and we're going to chain that summon into the Gazelle. Then Gazelle's effect's going to trip off to where we're allowed to pitch a Salamangreat card to the graveyard. So we're going to send off Roar to the grave. Then after that, we're going to start it off. We're going to continue building up our board by activating Spinny's effect from the graveyard. We're going to bring Spinny back from the graveyard, put it to the board. Next up, we're going to go ahead, overlay the two, go into our Stalio. From there, we're going to use Stalio's effect. Send your Gazelle to the grave, because if you don't send Gazelle, if you send Spinny, Spinny can have the chance of getting hit with Called by the Grave. So right now, what we're looking at in our grave is Circle, Roar, and Gazelle, which is looking pretty good. Now from Stalio's effect, we're going to go ahead and we're going to special summon to our board the Jaguar. From there, you're going to go ahead and play your Sanctuary on the board. We'll put Sanctuary right there on that side. Alright, so we still have two in hand. We have Strike and a hand trap in our hand. So then we're going to take our Balinks and our Jaguar, link those two up. We're going to go ahead and go into our Sunlight Wolf. Now what we're going to want to do here is, before you do anything else, you want to always keep your Sunlight Wolf in the same zone as your Balinks was in. Just for the simple fact is, now you can go ahead, relink off your Sunlight Wolf, and put your Sunlight Wolf over here. That way you can get its the relink ability off of this, and get your Roar, set your Roar to the field. Then you're going to go ahead and activate your Jaguar's effect to special summon it to a zone the link monster points to. Always put it in attack position. So then there's that, and then you're going to send your Sunlight Wolf back to the extra deck off of Jaguar's effect. Now, since Sunlight Wolf has a monster that was special summoned underneath the zone it points to, you're going to take your Gazelle out of the hand, and then you're going to take your Spinny, or your Circle, out of the hand because of its other relink ability. Now, the Roar that you got off is off of its own effect. When a monster is relinked, you can bring this card back from the graveyard and set it to your field automatically, but it gets banished at the end of the turn. So, now we got a board of 4 off of one card, while you still have one Balinks in grave, which is really nice. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to take your Jaguar and link it off. Why, you might ask? Simple. Go to your Balinks, only because of the fact, Kaiju protection. If they Kaiju off your Sunlight Wolf, you still have a link monster on your board to activate your Roar in the next turn. While you still have 4 cards in hand, you're going to want to go ahead and set both your Circle and your Strike, so on the next turn your opponent can you can just easily go ahead and negate stuff that your opponent has. That's what you want to have by your ending board for turn 1. Not a lot more that you can go off and do other than go into like your Sunlight Wolf, but that's really not necessary unless you're planning on going into like a second. If you're forced to go second and you open up with this board, then maybe you can go off into your Sunlight Wolf so you can set yourself up for the OTK. But if you're going to set yourself up for the OTK, you're going to want to send off your Circle to the graveyard off of Gazelle's effect and not Roar. That way you can get it back off the Sunlight Wolf and go from there. I can give you guys. I'm going to go ahead and do another combo for the board. I'm going to go ahead and set off a go second board. It's going to look similar to this, but with the OTK variant. Alright, what's up guys? This is going to be the go second OTK setup variant that I'm going to show you guys. Pretty similar setup for the hands that you're going to want to see. Only a couple different things, obviously, is the switch up between Roar and Strike. But normally this is how you want to see a hand. So, pretty similar basis. You're going to want to start out with your Circle, and your Circle is going to go ahead and bring your Spinny to your hand. So you're going to bring Spinny off to your hand, shuffle the deck, send your Circle to graveyard after activation, obviously. Now, for most of you players that have played with Salamangreats already, you obviously know that Circle searches out a Salamangreat monster and adds it to your hand. Just for those people that don't know, that are trying to get into this deck. You're going to want to go ahead and then normal summon your Spinny, activating Fowl's effect from the hand to special summon Fowl to the board. After that, you're going to take your Spinny, link your Spinny off, go to Baylinks. Since the Salamangreat was sent to the graveyard, special summon Gazelle. Activating Gazelle's effect, you can send a Salamangreat card to the graveyard. And since this is going to be the OTK setup, you're going to want to go ahead and send your Fusion of Fire off to the graveyard. Fusion of Fire is a Salamangreat archetype version of Super Poly. You can use your field for your Salamangreat monster and also steal one of your opponent's link monsters to go into your fusion. Then you're going to want to go ahead and special summon your Spinny to the board. You're going to go and overlay the two. And you're going to take that, summoning Mirage Stelio, activate Stelio's effect, send Gazelle because you want to keep Spinny on board so it doesn't get called by the grave. Now after this effect, you're going to want to go ahead and bring out your Jaguar. Pretty similar. It has to be defense. It's pretty similar to the first board setup. Oh, we did a little bit of a misplay here. We forgot to search out a Sanctuary, but that's alright. A little bit of mistiming. Remember, this, always search this off of this as soon as it comes out. I forgot. I'm in the midst of, I'm thinking way too far ahead of myself right now, so I kind of forgot to do that, but that's okay. Just don't try to do that in tournaments, because you won't be able to get your stuff off. Anyways. That was a mistake. That was thinking too far ahead of myself. So then you're going to want to play the Sanctuary. You're going to want to go ahead and link these two off. Your Sunlight Wolf. Relink your Sunlight Wolf. And do another Sunlight Wolf. That way you get its effects. Now you're going to want to go ahead and special summon Jaguar. Activating its effect is send your Sunlight Wolf back to the extra deck. And then you're going to take your Gazelle and your Fusion of Fire off of Sunlight Wolf's effect. Since a monster with special summon underneath Sunlight Wolf, you get to add a Speller Trap back. Now you can also, upon his link summon as well, during your main phase, you can target a fire monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Now this is how your hand looks. You're sitting in it with a Roar, a Gazelle, a Fusion of Fire, and an Ash Blossom. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and link Baylinks, or not Baylinks, Jaguar, the Baylinks. Then we're going to take these two, link off into your Heat Leo, Heatleo's effect would trip off, and you can just be like, yeah, shuffle one of your spell traps into the grave, or one of your opponent's spell and traps back into the deck. From here, you're gonna go and use your Heatleo and your Foul. And go into a Heatleo. And then from there, you're gonna play your Fusion of Fire. After you activate the effect to target your opponent's monster, and you're gonna want to go ahead and target your Phalanx and change your opponent's monster. For all intents and purposes, we'll just say your opponent has a Link monster on their board, and we'll use that. And we'll use this as cost in our. We'll use this as cost, and we'll go into our Violet Chimera. I'll place it right there. Now, Violet Chimera gains half the attack from the monsters it was used to fusion summon. So normally you can get it at least 4450. Now, since your opponent's monster has a lowered attack, Violet Chimera, whenever it attacks, his attack gets double, which can start up for your OTK variant. Now this board, you already have OTK on game 2, and it took quite a bit of material, so you just go and end the game by swinging into your opponent's monster. But yeah, those are the two little combos that I'm familiar with for the deck. And you've only had to really go through half of your material just to get into it. It's not much of a hard setup at all. It's really fun to do. But like I said, you're not really going into you didn't really use a lot of your material, you know. It doesn't take a whole bunch of stuff, not a lot of combos to go off just to get to OTK. All starts with just one card, and that's how crazy this deck is. You literally only use one card to get you into like everything you need. It's one card, and it's a 1 card plus 4, and that's usually starting off with your circle to search something out, and then it just goes from there. It's a snowball effect. But thank you guys for watching this. I'll try to have some more updated stuff. I'm probably going to be throwing a updated Evil Eye profile your way within the next few weeks. Got a few things planned out before I do upload that, so I got to do a couple tweaking to the deck, some play testing to make sure it runs properly so I can show the viability of it. I mean, there's not a whole lot else that I'm going to be doing with that. Couple other things I did with an update to this extra deck since the last time that I've uploaded it was I just added in Borreload and Abyss Dweller, which Abyss Dweller here is honestly a really good staple card in any extra deck. It's just great, and then everybody knows Borreload, great staple card. But that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Give me a like and subscribe.